And speaking of Temple Club, I just want to say I've been fucking loving Brisbane, it's popping off. So hell yeah. When I first told my bandmates I was going to do this keynote, they said, well, which one are you doing, the key or the note? And I said, no, babes, I'm not getting that kind of bag. And racist, but she's not perfect. I can't be anything other than what I am. I'm also a private person, so for some things, I'll just be skimming over them. I'm another car in the tyre fire, I'm not the fire extinguisher. I was born in Wollongbar on the 4th of January 1996 to work in a porno, but I just can't get the fuck up, like push-up bras and like little tiny slip-ray skirts, and the bosses didn't like that. I was at the deli IGA, and I love slicing the deli. But whatever, you gotta do what you gotta do. I love slicing the deli meat, and I love cleaning and putting the chickens in the cooker. I don't know why, I just love it. But I did feel very angry at the world, and I really wanted to get power, and I wanted to fight. I wasn't emotionally intelligent enough at the time to realize, anyway, where am I? I just wanted to be a beast. Like, I didn't want to be closed off or bitter, I just wanted to be fucking scary. In terms of music, my parents didn't have any relation to the music industry or the entertainment industry, but Mum did play the flute at nursing homes for volunteer work sometimes, but I mean, very different to what I do. But we do have an older audience, so. We would just listen to the best of beer song compilations rather than whole albums, and we would go to car shows where I really loved the rockabilly. When I was a young teen, I just loved live music. So the first time we got played on Triple R radio, and I was like, oh my god, like, it's over for you bitches. When we first started, we honestly wanted to sound like the B-52s, but we just weren't very good, so that's why it's which is also a testament to punk and garage, is like, it's really accessible. So if you don't know how to play instruments, that's why it's beautiful. Like, none of us is, like I said, I spend time for myself. There's a lot of work that goes into this, and I think it's worth mentioning. And it's not like I don't have a team around me, but there's still, it's fucking endless. And I think that's just what it takes at the moment. And sometimes I wonder why I do work so hard, because I'm working so hard all the time, and all I feel like sometimes when I'm feeling dark is that it's what am I working so hard to put myself out there vulnerably so people can tell me how ugly I am, how stupid I am, how wrong I am, how much of a sellout I am, how boring I am, how I didn't please them, how they like the earlier stuff, how they don't like the earlier stuff, so they can sexualize me, so I can be sexually assaulted on stage, so other people can have a bad time in the room. Sometimes I don't even know what the reward is. And some days I don't know what I'm doing with my life anyway, and I just wanted to say that because it's not all fucking rose-colored glasses, you know. And every time I reach a new level of success, which seems to be constantly, which I'm super grateful for, I'm actually humbled about how I thought my problems were hard before and refreshed by the agony of the new ones. Because, yeah, it's super hard yakka, and every time there's a new level reached, which is what I'm striving for, there's a new level of, yeah, just toughness, I guess. I was like, damn, what does that say? I was like, is that the burgers have sold out? Anyway, the show went on, and I realised, I couldn't pronounce it at the time, but it was, somebody was holding up a sign saying bourgeois sellouts. I thought it said burgers sellouts. So I was like, anyway, so I called the cunt out. I was like, what are you talking about? After the show, I jumped down and I pulled them to the front. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you're a sellout. I was like, why? They're like, oh, because you played a show with a vaccine endorsement or whatever you call it. I was like, I'm not selling out because I believe in that. We have a lot of disabled fans. I want them to be comfortable. I don't even, whatever. We're not trying to exclude you. That was just what was happening. But I was like, isn't that fucking ironic that I can't even pronounce the word? And we paid, I think the tickets for Smashing Pumpkins were like $200. I'm like, well, so shut the fuck up. It's a really hard time for live music. It's not completely dead. Like, lots of people love live music still. In fact, I make a living off of live music, and that's really cool because it means that I don't have to have a job right now. So it is possible. You can exist in that. I get to travel all the time. I haven't been in a city longer than 2 weeks, basically all year. I've been on many, many magazines covers, which again is really fun. We've been praised by like heaps of stars and shit like Boy George. We've won charts and accolades, which honestly don't really mean anything to like, I don't know anyone, but it's still fucking, you gotta take your wins when you get it. We do get included in playlists still, even though everyone says that rock and guitar music doesn't matter on streaming sites, it still does. We get to pick the bands that we play with, which is awesome because there's so many good artists that are like probably like 100 times better than us, that we get to get support and put in front of our audiences, and like our audiences get to see just great other bands as well. Our audiences are diverse, and they are super fun and super rowdy and super safe. So I think that's really amazing to say that you can make a safe space with a bigger fucking room and stuff. Like, it does get out of control sometimes, but it's possible. It's not impossible. Yeah, and I just want to stress again that you can make money if you want to, because, you know, I'm living proof, baby. And like our next album, which comes out in October, is recorded on the same desk that Fleetwood Mac brings, and Nirvana Nevermind was recorded on. And you just should enjoy it. And I think, like, as well, a lot of people just would love a sob story all the time, but every story is both. Like, every time something good's happened in my life, something bad's happened, and you just gotta, you know, you just get through it, and don't like turn the volume down on the bad stuff, turn the volume up on the good stuff, because I swear to God, like, you will drop dead, and like, what's the point of anything if that, you know? And I'm really grateful that I don't have to wear a uniform to work, which, like I said earlier, I hate. I can wear skanky stuff to work, which, you know, make what you want of that. And I'm really glad to try and create a little world in this world for people to have fun in. And, you know, I think you guys can all do the same in little microcosms, and we all want you to do that.